Hey everybody, welcome back. I did a few things during my last break. I went all the way up to Arathi, and we got the flight point for Refuge Point. Went over to Hillsbrad and got the flight point for South Shore. And so now we kind of have an idea of what quests there are in those zones and when we're going to be able to do them. So in Arathi, the only thing we can do right now is Northfold Manor. And then in Hillsbrad, we have a few things we can do. We can hunt murlocs and naga. We can hunt turtles. We can go to the Goshek farm and follow up with a couple of characters there. And we can hunt Yeti for Yeti fur, which is a little bit out of our range. I don't think we need to do that yet. I also did a bunch of running around in Stormwind. We actually helped the City Hall and SI7 assassinate a couple of nobles that were up to no good as far as we can tell. At the culmination of that chain, we got the Seal of Rin. We were supposed to have an audience with the king, but he was strangely away. So we got this ring, which is a pretty good ring actually. We had a Spirit and Stam ring, I think, before that. So pretty big upgrade, took care of a lot of things. Really glad to have the flight points up to the north because we will be doing some quests there pretty soon. I'll probably do some questing there before we head into Stranglethorn.
Need help?
But yeah, let's go ahead and turn in Morladim. That's what we were doing when last we actually left off. You killed them. That's no small accomplishment. On behalf of the people of Darkshire and the Night Watch, I thank you. There is one small matter, however. I should have told you this earlier. How do I put it? Morgan may have believed that his family was all dead, but in fact, his daughter Sarah Lattimore is now a Watcher. She's always been troubled by the circumstances surrounding her father's death. Perhaps you could go and bring news to her.
Be careful.
Okay, is this a situation where she's like 6 feet away? Yeah, she overheard us. We have to shop for armor like where they're shopping so we can get armor that actually covers us.
Light be with you.
Like, that looks like some good mail gear that is actually going to serve a purpose. I wish there was something I could have done for him. If only I had talked to him before he... Here, take this and lay it on his grave. Maybe somehow he'll know that I'm okay, and that none of us hold him responsible for what happened. There are tears in her eyes as she slides the ring from her right hand and presses it into your hands. And thank you. Oh, look at that. Well, that would be pretty cool. Then again, we're gonna have this. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's better. And we're gonna hit level 32 really soon.
Go with honor, friend.
So I don't mind doing that, but I'm not gonna prioritize running all the way over there right now. This was part of some of the running around I did in Stormwind. It kind of culminated in sending us back here.
King's honor, friend.
The missing diplomat, not too safe to be traveling about in the woods. Okay, yep, we know all that. Trius sent you. That's a little different. Feel free to fight whatever monstrosities come at you from the darkness. I'm sure you'll be able to handle it pretty easily if you're the type to be hanging around with the likes of him. So what does my friend need of me on such a gloomy day as this? Defias activity? Well, there's always some activity. Even if they keep to themselves, we consider them a threat. But now that I think about it, there was a recent sighting that seemed odd. It must have been a couple of weeks ago, but some of their agents had gathered around Edel's stead. From the report, I'd guessed something big went down. Why don't you check there first, and bring me back anything you find? The farmstead is south of the road from Westfall just as you enter Duskwood.
Light bless you.
Alright, we can probably do that. Where is this quest tracking? Oh, it's tracking under Stormwind. Okay, well, I wanted to go up and do the Legend of Stalvin. It does not look like there are elites in that area. But sure, let's go ahead and wrap a couple of other things up. This is at Adel's Stead. Alright, yep, it's as I feared. We are going to have a lot of running, so I'm going to edit some of that out. That's one thing about this zone that I've noticed is you do a lot of running. You quest over here, and down here, and over here. But a lot of your questing is all the way on the western side of the zone. And because we're not using any of the middle part of the zone, you have all this running back and forth because none of your objectives are going to ever be in the middle of the map. And it kind of makes this zone drag a little bit when you have to run back and forth so many times. So we will do this last little bit, but I am going to be pretty happy to get out of here. It's still one of my favorite zones. I'm just getting sick of this long run. Alright, we are on the approach to Adel's Stead. I'm guessing we're just going to fight some of the Defias that are here, and then they're going to drop the item. Whatever the item happens to be. But I guess I'm also going to look around in the house. Oh, here we go. A Defias Strongbox. Yeah, maybe that is what we're looking for in reality. We're going to have run all this way to not fight anybody. Yeah, there's the Defias docket. Perfect. What do we got out here? Some bruiseweed. Don't mind if I do. And I guess I'm going to run up to the grave. I don't know if I know for sure where this grave is at. I know where there are a couple of graves. We already used one of the graves. Maybe we just go back to that same one. Alright, well, I'll go to the graves that I know about, and we'll try both of them. We've already used them both for other quests. But, you know, when there's like 6 different graves in an area that we have to interact with, I kinda get confused. So we'll go through the cemetery, we'll look around, I'll keep an eye open for maybe they'll mark it on the minimap with a yellow dot. Sometimes they do that. Yeah, the quest chain with the corrupt nobles in Stormwind, going back and working with Matthias and his buddy at the cheesemaker's place, and then the guy in the town hall, that was actually a pretty interesting quest chain. It was a lot like the gameplay side of it was kind of boring, but the story being told was interesting, and kind of regret not recording all that. But like I said, it was a lot of running around. I like to do stuff like that while I eat. While I multitask and do other things, I can kind of just fly myself around or run around from place to place and get some of those quests done. But that one was surprisingly interesting. Oh, hi, Morludim. Yeah, we don't need you. You can't quite cripple us like you used to with one swing of your sword, so that's good. Alright, here is the weathered grave. I don't know if this is it. We already used this to get the heart out of. But yeah, that is it. Okay. A ghostly voice sounds on the wind. This is Sarah? Could it be she's still alive? The weight is removed from my shoulders. Take my sword, Arceus. As my soul is put to rest, I have no more need for it. It was forged to do good, and though I have proved myself unworthy to hold it, perhaps you will carry on the light through it. Yeah, we'll equip it for 2.5 bubbles of experience. And then we're going to equip something better. I shall cling to the love of my daughter and hope that I will find forgiveness under the light for my sins. Alright, well that had a semi-satisfying conclusion, I guess. I didn't follow the story very well, obviously. But that is a big sword. Very cool. Alright. The bad news is we have to run. I'm going to run back here. And I'm just going to head right over to Manor Mismantle. And it's orange, so if we see anybody else in the area, we will invite them. But I don't think this requires that we find a group. But we'll see once we get over there how things look. Alright, let's have a little bit of a closer look. 29 fetid corpse. Well, here he is. Weirdly, we aren't really doing a lot of damage to him, are we? And we don't have any potions. You know what? This was ill-advised. Okay, well, he hits hard, I guess, is the lesson we learned. He hits really, really hard. And I don't know if he's actually dropped aggro off of us or not. There we go. Okay, time to rethink that. It's not an elite quest, and he's not an elite, but he kind of wrecked us. Alright, I think with 2 people we should be able to do this. Again, he's not an elite. He was just hitting like an absolute truck. And yeah, we don't have any potions, and we're not going to get any right now either. He just decided to run out here and just start swinging. You know what we could do? We could switch our weapon back because we have more weapon skill with the mace. That would probably be a great idea. Didn't get him in time, I don't think. Where's he at? There he is. Barely got him in time. Alright, there we go. That works. It might have just been the weapon the first time. Obviously, when you don't have a maxed out weapon skill, you're not going to do a lot of damage. And then what is this over here? Just some briar thorn. Let's go ahead and grab that. And that makes me wonder what our weapon skill actually is. With a two-handed sword. Let's take a gander. Two-handed swords, 130 out of 160. So yeah, it's not maxed, but it wasn't necessarily awful. Are we all going for the same Briarthorn? Yeah, look at that. I waited a little bit too long, apparently. Let's just get out of here. Let's get back to the road. We need to find one of the Watchers. And he kind of does a circuit up the road and then down to Darkshire. So we'll either find him on the way or back closer to town. Yeah, here he is, up here just north of us.
What can I do for you?
You're back safe and sound. Couldn't ask for much more than that, could you? Now, let's see what we have here. This looks pretty official as far as any Defias documents I've seen, but it could be a dupe just to throw you off track of whatever it is you're looking for. Whoa, this looks way too complex to be something to just lead you astray. I shouldn't even be looking at this stuff. Take this to Trius. He'll be able to make sense of it, and don't let anyone get in your way. This is bigger than me. It might even be bigger than him, but we'll see. And do me a favor. Don't tell anyone I helped you. If my superiors found out I knew about any of this and didn't share it with them, they'd probably hang me. Okay, yeah, that seems bad. We will keep it on the down low. I don't know why all the secrecy, really, but I don't want you to get hanged on our count. Oh, let's see. That's not an item we can equip. So it looks like we'll be going back to Stormwind. Yeah, we can do that. It's a really short flight over there. And eventually all this running around has to end in some kind of culmination. So I'm hoping we get towards that pretty soon.
Greetings.
I know, Stalvin is dead. I sensed a wave of hope ripple through the tainted forest. Once and for all, Duskwood is free from his bloodthirst. My joy is hampered by thoughts of those who fell prey to the horrible beast. Nonetheless, you are a brave and cunning warrior. And for that, we get a ring we won't use, and a main hander that we probably won't use. Well... let's take the axe to sell it.
Farewell.
And look at that, there's level 32. And there's our nice new axe. 18 strength and 7 stamina. Now, yeah, we have to skill this up because we are, I want to say 128? 125 with two-handed axes. So that's going to require that we slap something around a little bit. Something lower level than us, preferably. But I think I'm going to head back to Stormwind really quick, and we're going to go talk to Trius.
Well met.
Just so
Farewell.
maybe we can get this wrapped up. Yeah, we have nothing left in Duskwood at all, so I guess it's official. We are done here, unless they send us back to the Watcher, which I don't know. Maybe they will. But as for right now, we are done in Duskwood. We have all this stuff in Hillsbrad we could do. And I also know we probably have introductory quests that we could be doing in Stranglethorn. I really don't want to spend my whole life in Stranglethorn. It's a great place to do a bunch of quests that are all kill quests and all really easy to do. There's a lot of opportunity to overlap quests, so we can do multiple quests at a time. If we go to Hillsbrad, we're going to be doing things that are kind of spread out. The Tide Hunters, Turtle Bisque, go to the Goshek farm. Yeah, all of these are in very different positions on the map in Hillsbrad. We could kind of make a circuit of it all and get them done, but it's not the same as being able to work on multiple quests in the same area. This is probably something we could do. Yeah, maybe I'll try to get a group together for this. We have the Dark Iron Elites in Northern Wetlands. I'm not really interested in doing the green quest there. I've kind of left the wetlands behind with no real desire to continue questing there beyond these elite quests, but I want to do these. Looks like a pretty decent shield. And just some silver, I guess. But yeah, with the bonus experience for the elite quest, they're definitely worth doing, and they're usually pretty fun once you can find a group. Excuse me. Let's see, he's inside here. And up the stairs.
Can I help you?
Yeah, this is an interesting read. Jorgen and DeLavy were smart to bring me in on this. Seems the Defias have been trying pretty hard to complete this plan of theirs. What's this? Fist. That's a familiar name. Yeah, now that I think about it, Dashel something. What was his name? Fist. Dashel Stonefist. They call him Fist in some circles, probably on account that he likes to get in brawls. You could find him in Old Town usually, right smack dab in the center of it. Go talk to him. If you have to, use a sword or something heavy to blunt to persuade him to open up some. And don't hesitate. If he's in this as deep as these papers suggest, then he's not going to give you any information willingly.
See you around.
Okay. Back to running around Stormwind. It's kind of okay. I mean, quests like this are really good, I imagine, if you're not familiar with Stormwind, and then you have all these quests taking you around. You're talking to people at City Hall, you're talking to Matthias Shaw, meeting SI7 operatives. We learn that the king is not around. So you learn a lot about Stormwind and the nobles and things like that, so it's probably a really good quest. And like I said, I kind of regret not recording all of it. I didn't know how cool it was going to be until I was kind of going through it. It was just one of those things that was in my log that I knew was going to be running around that I just wanted to get done on my own. What am I missing here? Where are we going inside this building?
Here there.
You come into me alley and ask questions about me personal business which you obviously have nothing to do with. Yeah, you're obviously not the smartest warrior to come into Stormwind, but you're about to be one of the dumbest to never leave. Have you met my friends?
Off with you.
No. I haven't met your friends. And do I have to? One of them ran away. This guy didn't give up. We got the quest complete, but maybe we have to kill this one now. Yeah, I don't mind cleaning up the streets of Stormwind here. This guy kind of... well, he just totally disappeared. It's fine. We got some help there. That we didn't need.
What's on your mind?
So you came to me for a reason. What is it you need? So yeah, I might know something about that meeting at Addie's Stead. Or Adel's Stead? What happened a few weeks back, I think. I really didn't have any part in it. Me part was done when Plan A failed. Damn adventurers. The guy we got on the inside for Plan B came out of Menethil. Guy called Slim. That's all I know regarding their backup plan.
Watch your back.
Alright, back to the trade district. When I think about it, it's actually kind of crazy that we are level 32 and about to go into Stranglethorn pretty soon. That's a little nuts. It doesn't feel like that long since the Season of Mastery started, but I guess it's been about, what, 2 weeks? And I guess maybe I'm finally starting to comparatively feel that increase in leveling speed. It hadn't really struck me yet, but now that we're level 32 and we're kind of... Once the level 30s were coming pretty quickly, then I kind of started to feel it, I guess. We'll see how the higher level 30s and then the level 40s go. Because in Classic, that's where the real slowdown happens.
What can I do for you?
Good to see you're still alive. So it went well with Dashel then? I've been reading up more on this plan of theirs, and although it doesn't state the name of the diplomat they were after, it does talk about this Plan B they enacted after failing on their first attempt to capture him. This Slim that Dashel mentioned doesn't have any other name written here, but if you say he's in Menethil, then that's a start. A contact of mine retired in the Wetlands at the harbor city of Menethil. He should be willing to help you on your word alone if you tell him you're working for me. His name is Mikhail. He mentioned becoming a bartender before leaving Stormwind a few years ago. Speak to him, find this Slim, and find out if there's anything else to know about this kidnapped diplomat. We need to find out where they've taken him, or at least who he is. The docket doesn't mention anything about their plans after he's captured.
For the Alliance.
And that, guys, is going to take us all the way back to the Wetlands, which is kind of perfect, because like I said, I want to get out there and I want to do the Elite Quest. So, I am going to throw myself on a flight over to Menethil Harbor and go eat some food. And then at some time after that, well, we'll be back. We'll be in the Wetlands. We'll turn in this quest in Menethil. And then we will be thinking about getting a group together for those Elite quests. So yeah, some editing magic here to distort time and space. And then I will loop you guys back in. Alright, let's talk to Mikhail here in the Deepwater Tavern in Menethil Harbor.
What can I do for you?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good of you to join us. Perhaps an ale today, or some mutton? Name your pleasure, and I'll see to it that you're taken care of. My name is Mikhail, and I look forward to serving you. What's that? Trius? Keep your voice down, my friend. This isn't something for the whole tavern to hear about. You say Elling sent you here? Well then, the hospitality I expressed is now tenfold. Anything you need, just ask. I will do my best to aid you. Slim, you say? Not sure the name sounds familiar, but I'll keep my eyes out for him. Don't look now, but the gentleman over there by the exit is looking over here. He's listening to our conversation a little too intently, if you catch my meaning. If I were you, I'd do what you can to subdue him before he makes a break for the door.
Safe travels.
What can I do for you?
I mean, what can we do to subdue him?
You?
I guess we wait. And then we murder him. And his friend. Oh, we can't murder him with this. We don't have the weapon skill for it. Alright, new plan. We switch back to the weapon we can hit with. And then we murder him. Or we just die horribly. Like, that's fine too. Yeah, it looks like die horribly is the way this is actually gonna go. So, yeah, well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go get some skill ups with the axe. And then we'll try this again. Alright, so I worked on our two-handed axe skill by doing the Dragon Maw War Banner quest. We're at 152 out of 160. We have Retaliation up, and we have a couple of potions. I'm hoping this is going to be sufficient to take this guy down. Let's hope it goes a little better this time, but let's be honest, it couldn't go much worse. Oh, you've started our quest. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna wait. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna go turn in the Dragon Maw War Banners, and then we'll come back and maybe we'll be able to do our quest. You can love or hate phasing, but phasing ensures that players are able to do single player content whenever they are ready to do that single-player content without worrying about did someone else just grab my NPC and send him off. We've had that happen with a couple of escort quests where the guy that we needed to escort wasn't there. He was being escorted by somebody else. And some of those escort paths are pretty long, so there's really no telling when they're going to be back when that happens.
How are you?
And the next one is to kill their leader Nekrosh, son of Nekros, who was the former head of the Dragon Maws years ago. Nekros used powerful magic to tame the red dragons, but when that magic failed him, the dragons were not happy. Nekros was killed, and his son has vowed revenge against the dragons who slew his father. While you were fighting the Dragon Maws, we discovered more of their plans. Nekrosh has built catapults and aims to lay siege to Menethil. And with the fighting in Dun Algaz, we're effectively blocked from reinforcements. You need to take out those catapults. They're in the Dragon Maw encampment.
Safe travels.
Yeah, that's the same place we were fighting the orcs for their war banners. And I saw a group doing Nekrosh, but we weren't on that part of the chain yet, so... Now we have it if we want to do it. Let's go back to the inn and see if we can do this quest. I'm wondering if this says complete because it's something you have to go turn into a catapult or something like that to get it to happen. Okay, so this is the catapults. This is not for Nekrosh himself. Interesting. Okay, let's just go before somebody else shows up.
Have a good one.
It's going markedly better so far, and we don't have any ads. Maybe because of where we pulled him over here, out of the way. Okay, no need to get all violent. I'll talk. I have a few notes from the job back at my place. I'll get them and then meet you back at the inn. Yeah, we could totally trust you. It's fine. We'll just let him walk off. He's probably really trustworthy.
You need something?
Caught him, huh? Good for you. I'm surprised that was slim. I'll be honest, I never thought I'd miss the excitement of some of the more devious underground activities. I guess old habits die hard. Don't mention that to Elling. He'd probably try and get me to come back to Stormwind if he heard I'd missed the action. I'm glad I could at least be of a little service to you while you were in Menethil. If you need anything else, just ask.
See you around.
Okay. Okay, and then he shows back up and he has a quest. Okay. When they leave a gap between quest and a quest chain like that, I feel like it's very easy to, like, wander off and not grab the actual follow-up.
Hey there.
The Defias didn't pay me well enough to die for their cause. They took the king... Yeah, the king of Stormwind, not some lowly diplomat. He was on his way to Theramore to meet with Jaina Proudmoore. It was a big deal, apparently, and a big secret. But it's not just the Defias that are involved. They're working with someone. I think they knew this was bigger than them. My part was just to get their man on board the king's ship while it was in the harbor. The guy's name was Edel. That's all I know, I swear.
Have a good one.
So yeah, now we're getting into kind of trying to figure out what happened to the king. Why is he away on a diplomatic mission and never coming back?
What can I do for you?
The king? I mean, the king? The real king? Are you joking? You didn't mention you were looking for the king's kidnappers. I didn't even hear he was missing. That would explain his son being crowned some. I'll send word to Elling right away. He'll want to know you're on the trail. I would never have guessed John would sell out Stormwind for some lousy coin. Even a rogue's gotta have honor when it comes to some things. The key now is to find this Hendel, and I think I can help with that. At the beginning of every month, the Cultirus Marines all get paid and usually leave Theramore for somewhere else. A lot of them...
See you later.
Oh, unbelievable. Why does this stop him from giving a quest to us? He's not actually doing anything. He's in here. So why does starting the quest where Slim walks outside, why does that keep him busy?
Good day to you.
Give me a couple minutes. There was some excitement in here a moment ago, and I just want to make sure things have died back down. I'll talk to you soon enough. This is something I hadn't really experienced a lot before in Classic, but now kind of I'm not really keeping abreast of the leveling curve, but there are lots of people leveling along with me, and now I'm seeing that a lot more. And yeah, it's not the greatest thing. I guess sometimes you need to take the quest and read it in your log and not to sit here with the window open.
Hey there.
Glad the commotions died down some around here. There we
Hello.
go.
See you around.
Alright, that looked like a quest taking us into Dustwallow. I kind of have to get the Theramore pretty soon anyway, because I want to do RFK. And I have to get over into that area to do that. And I'm pretty sure we could take the boat from here to get to Theramore. I did it once on accident while trying to get to Aberdeen, if you can believe that, and I know you can. I think I'm going to end this one here for today, guys, and next time we are going to try to take on these elite quests. Well, it could be the elite quest. It depends on if I can find anyone at this time of day to do it. So I will try to do this for next time. If not, we have lots of stuff we can do in Hillsbrad. And kind of all over the place. In Arathi, we can go to Northfold Manor. That would be an easy little one-off for us to do. Anyway, I'll give it some thought. I'll try to find a group for the elites. And I will see you guys again next time. Take care of yourselves out there. And take care of each other.